Hello. Welcome, everybody. I'm kind of in the shadows today, I'm noticing. Here, let me adjust this a little bit. And I can maybe adjust my lighting too. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, how's that? Oh, well, you can almost see me. All right, well, welcome, everybody. Today I wanted everybody to have this view behind me, this is my bedroom, and this is what I get to see every morning when I wake up, when I open my blinds. So welcome. Hi, Jen. Thanks for stopping by. So we're gonna basically try to do all of this in a half hour, maybe 40 minutes tops, because I know we're all busy. So first and foremost, happy Thanksgiving. Secondly, thank you for stopping in today, and great. So we have a lot to be grateful for. I actually wrote down a few talking points this morning. So I'm going to talk for a few minutes, and we're going to kind of combine a meditation and a little bit of gratitude. And we'll see how this goes. So hi, Susan. Thank you for stopping by and being here. And for people that are tuning in, looking for my weekly upload, because I upload videos every Thursday at 1 Eastern time. You're not seeing a video, you're seeing a live event. And if you happen to be watching this and it's not 1 o'clock Eastern time on Thanksgiving, then you're watching this as a video later on. But the good news is that all time happens in the present moment. So we're going to do a transmission. It's going to be on the gentle side, I think, anyways. So it's going to be on the gentler side today, because it's Thanksgiving, and we don't want to amp up the volume too much, because I know we all have our festivities. Personally, I'm doing mine by Zoom. So whether you're joining family in person or you're doing it by Zoom, we'll see if by the end of the day, if Zoom doesn't crash from all the use. I'm going to neutralize that thought. But however you're celebrating, this is the day of gratitude. And what I was saying before is that even if you're joining us on December the 3rd, all time happens in the present moment, and you're still going to tap into the same power, the same energy as this present moment. And that's how spirit works. That's how energy transmissions work. So obviously it's been a tough year. It's good that we have this day to really get together and express gratitude and express love. And no matter how challenging things are, there's always things to be grateful for. So I wanted to firstly talk a little bit about turkey and turkey medicine, because this is the day that we honor the turkey. And back in the day, there's a lot of conjecture that maybe the turkey was the true national bird of the United States, and that they changed it to the eagles. And in some of the native traditions, turkeys are known as the giveaway eagle or the South eagle. So the native people sort of bring in a lot of connection with that. And one of the ways this holiday got started was that the natives to this land welcomed the European settlers and actually taught them how to survive, because in Europe, winters are not as harsh. The climate isn't as harsh as in the States. So our native brothers and sisters basically took us in and taught us how to survive in this land. So I've had visions before I knew, and when I believed in the history books, of rituals where there were white people and native people getting together and celebrating and so forth and so on. So we see in history books isn't always the rules. Sometimes it's the exceptions to the rules. So I wrote down a few things about turkey medicines. One of the things, in turkey's death, it brings us food and it brings us sustenance. So turkey is representative of the potlatch, which is a Northwest Eastern tradition, a native tradition in from areas like Oregon and British Columbia, in that area, of just giving away and feeling that community and that brother and sisterhood. So turkeys that give of their life in our ritual of gratitude teach us to give from our hearts freely. And it's not that the person with the most toys at the end wins the game. It's more like if others don't have and we have, we don't feel complete. So we can only really feel complete and whole when everybody has and everybody can benefit. So turkey teaches us to give freely from our heart and to understand that all gifts come from Great Spirit. All gifts come from God. Let me see what I wrote down here. Yeah, turkeys can represent abundance and to celebrate our resources, both physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Most of this I said already. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that turkeys also become a symbol of Mother Earth, but it becomes a symbol of spirit imbued in Mother Earth. And the reason being is that all birds represent communication with spirit, but turkeys dwell close to the ground. Turkeys generally don't fly, and when they do, they don't fly very far. So they're basically, their energy or their essence is bringing the gifts of Great Spirit into the world. And one of their great gifts is gratitude. So it's been an interesting several months, to say the least. I have a lot of gratitude for you. I have a lot of gratitude for the Medium channel. And as long as you guys keep watching my videos, I'm going to keep making them and working to make a difference in this world. And in less than 6 months, we're closing in on 800 subscribers. So there's definitely are people out there that want to join this community and be a part of it. And I'm just basically building this channel just through my videos and through my social media shares. So there's no shortcuts or tricks or anything like that. So all people that are here and subscribe are all sustainable people. They're not robots or sub for subs, as it's called, or any of that kind of stuff. And this really started with a New Year's Eve ritual. So I do ceremonies on special days. New Year's Eve, I did my ceremony. Spirit came through, and I was already getting kind of inspired by some of the teachers on YouTube, and Spirit came in and told me, start a channel. And I'm like, what? Because at that time, I believed that I sucked on camera, which, I had a lot of nervousness. There's a lot of reasons that my monkey mind was saying, no, I can't do this. But I listened to Spirit and I practiced. I did a lot of stuff. And then the coronavirus hit, and I understood why that they wanted me to do this and wanted me to share. So in a way, we have to express gratitude for those things that are challenging also, because they're here to teach us. So the coronavirus and being in a lockdown situation has sort of forced me to look within. So I can be grateful for that. I lost a lot of business because a lot of my income comes from events and travel and stuff like that. So it became a little bit of a financial hit, but the good news is that I was still working remotely. So I still have money coming in. So I'm grateful for that also. But what I'm really grateful for is that this time that I really dedicated to my spiritual work and my spiritual practice. And the thing is, when you really are connected to spirit, you always feel energy, you always feel spirit. So I never feel alone. I never feel bored. And I had that going into this. So it wasn't so daunting. I mean, I'm single, I live alone anyways, but it was sort of a transition of, I can't go out and meet friends for lunch or something like that, or go to my events and socialize or stuff like that. So I dedicated it to spirit work, and this wasn't really a conscious thing, but what wound up happening to me is I wound up doing a lot of shadow work, or working on those parts of myself that were, let's say, less than desirable. And what we're going to find is a lot of people are going to be awakening, and on New Year's Eve, I'm going to release a video on my 5 top predictions for 2021. And shadow work has become a big buzz in the spiritual community. And yeah, we all have a shadow. We all have a darker side to our natures. So it wasn't an intention, but it became my work. And I wrote down a couple of things. And one of the things that I had to really own and look within myself was certain relationship dynamics, that I had, especially with the opposite sex, that were, definitely less than desirable. And not to misunderstand, I had two wonderful marriages and I've had good relationships, but they were never complete. And the reason was me, because had a very difficult and very uncomfortable time, sharing emotionally. So in these relationships, I wound up being, emotionally stingy to a degree, because I had a hard time speaking up. But also the main thing I had to look at was neediness. And I found, even after my if second union had completed its course, I had a couple of women that I was interested in, and I found myself becoming very needy in these situations. And needy is creepy. And when we want, we tell the universe that we don't have, when all possibilities exist. And when we're needy, we repel that which we love, and that's which we want. And that's exactly what happened in these situations. So I really had to own that. And I discovered through doing this shadow work that the core, or the reason was for that, was feeling rejected as a young child. And in my household, I was the second child, and it was clear, as I got old enough, that my mother favored her first child. And the reason for that is that he was much better behaved than I was, and I was a big problem. When I was older, my mom used to say, "If you were my first, I never would have had a second." So, so I realized that I had craved this attention from my mother and then from women growing up. And in this craving of attention, I wound up getting very needy in these situations when I was attracted or interested in somebody. So I really, had to look at that and understand what that is. And when you're able to do the shadow work and really understand these things, it starts to shift, and that no longer has power. So in doing shadow work, and I'm going to do a whole video on this sometime in early 2021. But when you shine the light of awareness, then the shadow disappears. But because we have egos, and our egos always have to be right, and so forth and so on, I didn't even know this. And of course I would blame the other person, like, why is she doing this, or why am I being rejected, or whatever. But meanwhile, I was the one that was pushing her away. So number two on the list of shadow stuff was, I have had a tendency to avoid tensions in life, to compromise my own energy and my own well-being for the sake of making peace. So I became a big people pleaser, basically. And a lot of the reasons for that is because I felt a lot of tension growing up in my family. And the way shadow issues work, it's partly our experiences, but partly our nature. So in this situation, because I'm a very sensitive soul, like would become more withdrawn, where somebody else might become more aggressive, for example, based on their nature. In growing up, there was a lot of strife. My parents believed in corporal punishment. I mean, I'm in my 60s, so that's how parenting was, which is now considered child abuse. But the point being is that at all costs, I would avoid tension. I would avoid people viewing me in a negative way or whatever. And so I went out of my way to please people. And of course, you can't be a people pleaser. You have to be in your own power. So I had to make the choice. Am I going to be in my own power, or am I going to give my power away to other people just because I feel uncomfortable if I have to speak up and create tension in a situation? So that was number two. And then the third one, what was just basically a general lack of courage. And I had to acknowledge that I would sabotage any opportunities to advance in my work and my career. So I was very comfortable and complacent to be that proverbial big fish in a small pond. And and have people just pat me on the back and be like, "Oh yes, you're such a great and wonderful medium." But this was really only in these very small circles. So once I started to see what was out there, I realized, well, I am a good medium, but there's so much more to learn. There's so much more to grow. So I decided that instead of being a big fish in a small pond, that I was going to expand and take the risks of being out there and risk rejection and risk negativity. And part of the shadow with that, or the reason for that shadow, that I would diminish myself, it's because my well-meaning father was actually very critical when I was growing up. And again, I have a very sensitive nature, and I would internalize that, and it was uncomfortable for me. So I would avoid being in situations where I could be criticized or scrutinized. So rather, I would find my comfort level by being the big fish in the smaller pond. But all that is changing, and I've already had some pretty negative comments on my YouTube channel, and I mean, it still hurts because I'm a human, but I'm still able to laugh that off. So that's that's some of the things that I'm grateful for, even though this is a very difficult and challenging time. I took all of my alone time, and I have a very set spiritual schedule. I start with my 3-minute cold shower. I do my meditation. I do my yoga. I do my work. I do my ceremonies. I do my law of attraction work, and my affirmations, and it's really and it's amounted to really understanding and being grateful for the shadow, because I'm learning so much through that. So I'm sorry I'm missing everybody's comments. Happy Thanksgiving, Heather. And thank you for everybody for coming in and being part of this today. I need some water. So what I'm going to do, oh, by the way, a great gratitude prayer is the Ho'oponopono prayer, which is just simply saying, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And really feeling that from your heart. I do that every day, and it's so uplifting. And usually it's to spirits, like, thanking spirit, apologizing for being a dense human or whatever. But it's really, really uplifting. So, again, feel free to write down things that you're grateful for, either on the live stream, or if you're watching this as a video, comment down below what you're grateful for. And there's always something to be grateful for. And right now it's the growth and wisdom, because like I said, I've been working a lot on the shadow. Collectively, we're working on the shadow, and you find that a lot in spirituality more than ever, the shadow self. So we have a huge collective shadow, and it's all coming out in the coronavirus and in the elections and the divide and everything like that. So crises bring out the very best and the very worst in human behavior. So let's be at our very best. Own, develop, and grow. Be grateful for the opportunity, even if it's been very inconvenient, even if we've lost our livelihoods. These are just things. If you have your spirit, you have your heart, you have your health, whatever it is that you can be grateful for. Because when you express true gratitude, it opens up a portal of vibration for the universe to give you more to be grateful for. So let me just check on my comments for a second. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, Nitty. Thank you. Thank you. Miss you too. Yes, grateful for a lot. So let's get into a little bit of a meditation mode. And I'm going to start to do my gratitude as part of this meditation. Then we're going to do a gentle transmission. And I found, as a spiritual gift I didn't even know I had, that I'm able to really work with these vibrations. I call them the master teachers, because I worked with a channel named Susie Mazzoli many years ago, who did more or less the same thing. And I owe that work to opening up this ability that I can work with these non-physical beings or energies, as it were, and to help channel energy through my body, my energy fields, and funnel it out to everybody that's with me. And one of the things that I do when I'm able to go outside is I do this for the earth. So I do the channeling and send it to the earth. So that's what we're actually going to do today. So let's get nice and relaxed. Let me see. So we've already burned 20 minutes. Sorry about that. So we'll be done by quarter of, I promise. So let's get nice and relaxed and just tune into your breathing. And just take a moment just to relax your shoulders. Feel your shoulders relax. Take a nice deep breath in, bring warm, loving energy to your shoulders, and relax and release any tensions and any weight. We need to do long, deep breathing several times during the day. The collective is going crazy. We're all sensitive souls. We feel it. This is a great way to really balance that out and stay in your power and stay in your joy and stay grounded. So the long, deep breathing is simply feeling the vibration of the universe around you, breathing from your stomach and your whole being, bringing that energy into your heart, circulating around your body, and then exhaling and releasing any energy you don't want, like negativity, stress, worries, other people's energies, the media, and so forth and so on. So breathe that into your shoulders now and into your chin and cheeks and forehead and get nice and relaxed. Feeling the love and light of the universe around you. And all we need do is just quiet our thoughts, quiet our minds, and breathe and set the intention. You will feel the energy. And as you keep doing this, you'll feel it stronger and stronger. So right now, just know that you're part of a unified field of energy and consciousness, and you can draw on that unified field for anything you wish and desire. And for right now, we are going to draw on it for peace, for cleansing, for clearing, for empowerment, and for love. As you go deeper and deeper. And I'm going to work a bit with the directions now. So if you do not know your cardinal direction where you are, you can use the front of your body for east, your right for south, behind you for the west, and to your left to the north. And of course, if you know your directions, then you use the directions. So just tune into your breathing and relax as we call in the powers and vibrations of the east, powers of air, the spring, the awakening, powers of the mind, of the intellect. And start to maybe visualize a golden wind just gently blowing away any negativity and stress now. And we give gratitude to you, those of the East, and Archangel Raphael of the East. Thank you for my healing. Thank you for my growth. Thank you for my mind and my intellect and my abilities as a medium and a psychic and my abilities to channel and to connect through distances. I thank you for all the blessings of air, for my life, for my growth, for my freedom. Thank you and welcome to the blessings of the air, blessings of the east. And to the south, the powers of fire. I call upon you, the energies of energy, of life, of spark. And I thank you for my creativity. I thank you for my energy. I thank you for my breath. I thank you for my life. And just visualize a gentle red, orange fire just burning any negativity away. And I thank you to Archangel Michael of the South of Fire for protecting me and for helping me to find my power, to find my strength. Thank you for my creativity. Thank you for my drive. Thank you for my life. And to the west, call upon the powers of water, the powers of Archangel Gabriel, and start to visualize a gentle blue or blue-green ocean just washing away any negativity. And I thank you to the west element of intuition, of emotions. I thank you for the gift of feeling and the ability to feel. I thank you for the gift of compassion, for the gift of love, for the gift of being able to feel my fellow humans and their triumphs and their sufferings. And thank you for allowing me to be part of it. Thank you for allowing your cleansing to allow me to be in the great oceans of life, for all life came from the sea. We thank you to Archangel Gabriel, the great awakener and communicator. And we thank you for our awakening and our growth. And we thank you as we are in the season of the West now, the season of autumn, the season where we start to go into our hibernation and digest the lessons of the year. And we have a lot of lessons to digest so that we may emerge as the sun returns as happier, more whole, and more powerful people that will make a difference in this time of great change and great awakening on our planet. And we thank you to the beings of the North, elements of Earth, season of the winter, and Archangel Uriel. We thank you. And I thank you for my body, for my health, for my finances, for my physical life, for I understand that physical life is a lesson. It's where I am to learn and to grow spiritually so that I may reconnect with the immortal soul, which I am and which we all are. I thank you for providing me stability, providing me warmth, providing me a home, providing me a car, providing me all that I require in order to continue to grow spiritually, continue to learn my lessons and to share with others. We thank you, the elements of the North. And we thank you to Father Sky, to the great star nation and great spirit, for imbuing me with power and energy and knowledge and insight. For this planet, all reality came from you, great spirit, came from the stars, came from the cosmos. And I thank you for all those gifts. And I thank you to Mother Earth and the below space and the crystalline earth space for all of our blessings of the earth and all of our healing and all of my stability and my gifts and everything. And thank you to the great beings of the earth. As I thank Archangel Metatron in the above space, Archangel Sandalphon is one of the archangels that rules the ascended 5-dimensional earth grid that we're transitioning to. So we thank you for consciousness. We thank you for our food, our substance, and all the blessings of the earth. And I thank you for the within space, for spirit or God dwells within. And I thank you for allowing the light of spirit to shine from within my heart and within my being and to shine into the world. And we, at this time, will start to raise the frequencies. Just breathe and relax. Greetings. And we are happy to see all these divine souls here at this time, giving their thanks and offerings and such wonderful prayers. We thank you. And know that you are not alone. You are never alone. You are a community. You are light workers. You are here participating because you have chosen to make a difference in this time. And we are with you as we work and channel through this channel. We channel through you also. And we say to give us our daily bread. And thank you. Thank you for all our blessings. And you are a blessing to this planet. Your very life and your very breath is a blessing. We will now raise the frequencies to love and joy and strengthen the vibrations. And we ask you to keep your feet firmly on the ground or to keep your base of your spine on the ground and start to feel as we help you to build the channel from the base of your being to the center of your planet. For in the center of Mother Earth lives the divinity, the same divinity that exists within the center of the universe and the center of your heart. It is the center, it is the source. And we bring to you these gifts as we start to connect you deeper and deeper with everything involved with the earth's core and the crystals of the earth, as we raise your vibrations, raise your frequencies. We shouldn't say we raise them, you raise your vibrations and frequencies. We provide you with some additional support and energy to do this at this time. Just breathe, children, breathe and relax and be grateful. Be grateful that you are here, that you are alive, and that you are making a difference. You will raise the frequencies and start to channel those vibrations through the top of your head and through your divine physical bodies, through your divine energetic bodies, and through the base of your being and into the earth. And consciously start to move the energy down from the top of your head, down through your being and into the earth. And start to feel, as that is happening, roots growing from the soles of your feet or the base of your spine deep into the earth. Visualize and feel these roots growing down and out and starting to intertwine with all the other roots of all other beings. And through the roots, we are connecting not only your earth, but with your collective consciousness, which is our collective consciousness. We refer to ourselves as the master teachers or beings of light, but really we are part of you and you are part of us. There's no division. We are all consciousness. Feel those roots connecting with all the other roots of the planet. Feeling the energy as we raise the frequencies, opening like a beautiful lotus flower at the top of your head with thousands of petals, opening and accepting the energies, the gifts of Great Spirit through the top of your head. Feel it flow through your body and clearing any energetic cogs and blocks and obstructions, any false beliefs, other people's energies, limiting beliefs, limiting perceptions. Just allow, set the intention, and this energy has the power to assist you in releasing all of that and finding, discovering who you truly are. Relax and breathe. Relax and breathe. We are raising the frequencies, allowing that to send down your body, down into the earth through your roots, nourishing and energizing the earth, healing the earth, but also through our roots, healing the root of the collective consciousness. As your brothers and sisters are worried about their survival, many have not connected with their spirit, with their true selves, and believe themselves to be vulnerable, believe that they will die, believe that they will grow old. You are timeless beings in a timeless universe, born out of a timeless spirit. Through your generous willingness to be here, you are helping all your brothers and sisters to release the illusions and delusions that we accumulate in our physical lives and return to source, return to power, return to who we truly are. As we raise the frequencies, feel and visualize the earth growing lighter. Feel the roots, your roots, and all the roots that you are linking in with now growing lighter and brighter, growing happier, more joyful, allowing Great Spirit to channel through you into the earth, into the root, and into the root of all problems and the root of all evil, which is a word from Greek that means error. The error of separation from who we truly are is the root of all evil, and that is spirit, and that is God. Reconnect as we raise the frequencies. Feel the energies flowing down, clearing obstructions, clearing energy cogs, and feel and see the earth growing brighter and lighter, glowing in a beautiful golden amber light, healing herself, healing consciousness at the roots as we raise the frequencies, increase the power, relax and breathe, and feel and send the energies through the top of your head down into the earth. Relax, breathe. Raising the frequencies, relax and breathe. And start to feel your whole body glowing in a beautiful golden light. Feel the connections of one another to all beings and source. Feel the heart expanding in pure love now, pure gratitude and pure joy, as we gradually start to diminish the flow of energy and to take this vibration, this energy of love into your day, into your rituals of giving and thanks, and to know that every day is Thanksgiving, and allow yourselves to stay as connected and as comfortable, but disengage your roots now. Come back into your personal space, as it were, as we lower and lower the frequencies, turning off the juice, turning off the engine at this time. And when you feel ready, just open your eyes. And for those that like to journal, you definitely write down a few things. That was actually very powerful. And again, I want to just finish up by saying thank you. I'm grateful for a lot of things, but I'm really grateful for all of you. And thank you for being here. In the fact that we've held, more than 20 people on Thanksgiving Day, it is a true testament to the I guess 19 that are still here, to your dedication to your own personal growth and spiritual growth, but also to helping everybody grow. So there's really no greater gift than that. So if there's anybody new, feel free to just say where you're from. But all the names I'm seeing, I recognize so far. And anybody that's watching this as a video, definitely just jot down in the comments what you're grateful for. Expressing gratitude helps yourself, and it also helps myself and everybody, because the YouTube algorithm feeds on engagement. So if you're commenting on the videos, the more people see it, and you may be responsible for that one person seeing this video that is going to really change their perspective on life that wouldn't have that opportunity otherwise. Not to be grandiose or anything, but I think you understand where I'm coming from. So I'm going to bid you all a farewell and a great day. Have a really happy Thanksgiving feast. Set your spirit plates, which is basically honoring those that have crossed over, by just putting a little teaspoon of everything that you have in your feast on a plate, and then say some prayers, and then I like to leave an empty space also, like one chair for all the spirits, and say prayers for them also, and thank your loved ones on the other side for joining you. And then when you're done, you can go out, leave the food by a tree, say a blessing, and then the next day, the next morning you can clean it up, or maybe if you're by me, the bear would have cleaned it up for you. But this is a beautiful ceremony that the native people do that I really love. And just one little funny anecdote before I sign off: we did this in a plant ceremony years and years ago, um, and one of the teachers, so one of the young ladies, to take the spirit plate out to the tree. So so she did that. She came back and she was like as white as a ghost. And she's like, when I was out there, I got shoved. I got nudged. I got shoved. And the teacher was just laughing and saying, see, this really is powerful. And, that's the spirits really did respond. So it's a wonderful ritual. So again, thank you, everybody. Namaste, aloha, and just gratitude and blessings. And thank you.